We are just about 23, 24 days away from WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And make no mistake about it, most of the IWC, most of the wrestling fans out there would absolutely love for both the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre, walk out of the biggest show of them all as the brand new undisputed Universal Champion and World Heavyweight Champion, respectively speaking, of course. But the issue with that is that ever since the brand split and the only times that WWE has had two different world champions on their programming, both world titles, both top titles, have only changed hands twice at the same time when it comes to Mania. Of course, we're talking about 2005 when John Cena beat JBL to become the brand new WWE champion, as well as in the main event of that show, we had Batista, the Animal, defeat Triple H to become the brand new World Heavyweight Champion. And of course, I stated this on Twitter, and then I really started reminiscing, I really started thinking about it, and then I figured there's a second time WWE has done this. I stand myself corrected, because they did this in 2019 as well. If I'm not mistaken. Again, I might be mistaken, but if I'm not mistaken, Brock Lesnar went into that show at WrestleMania 35 as the Universal Champion, and he lost said championship in the opening contest against the winner of that year's 2019 Men's Royal Rumble match, Seth, not yet, Rollins. And I'm checking it right now. Yes, Brock Lesnar did go in as Universal Champion. Seth frickin' Rollins took that title off of the Beast, and then later on that very same exact night, Kofi Mania ran wild because Daniel Bryan lost the eco-friendly WWE Championship to Kofi Kingston in one of the biggest moments, one of the biggest celebrations that I can recall when it comes to the WWE title. So with that said, does WWE have the guts to actually switch both titles in Philadelphia this year? Now, if you ask me, it's very unlikely. It's very improbable. It will not happen. And again, a little bit more of a controversial take. It shouldn't happen. It really, really shouldn't happen. Number one, Roman Reigns. Again, another controversial take. I'm a big American Nightmare Cody Rhodes fan. No doubt about that. But you're so close to Roman Reigns surpassing Hulk Hogan's historic championship reign. And let me make this clear. Cody Rhodes finishing his story is not necessarily beating Roman Reigns for the title at WrestleMania, although it would be a pretty damn good story to end on right then and there. But his story ends with him just winning the championship that his father never could. It doesn't matter against who. It doesn't matter when. It doesn't even matter where. All Cody Rhodes has to do is win that championship once and for all. Rhodes has to hold the WWE championship. That is Cody Rhodes' story. That is how it finishes. That is how we get to that finish line. Now, the title that should absolutely change hands at WrestleMania is the World Heavyweight Championship. This is Drew McIntyre's third shot at the title. He's more sadistic, he's more ruthless than ever, and I do think that Rollins not being fully concentrated, fully focused on Drew McIntyre is going to come and haunt him. And McIntyre needs that title, so we set up McIntyre versus Punk later on in the year. We might get Punk versus Rollins next year's WrestleMania with actually Rollins getting the win over Punk, as it should be, instead of what might have happened this year. And we also might get, Rollins losing the title to Drew McIntyre. We get a brand new world champion. That title needs a brand new champion. And then down the line, Rollins can blame Cody for him losing that title because of his fight with The Rock and Roman Reigns and the bloodline and what else. That's what heels do, okay? So, again, if I had to pick just one, it's going to be Drew McIntyre taking the World Championship away from Seth Rollins. I think there's like a 25% chance of both championships switching hands. But here's the thing. Are you going to put them at switching hands at the exact same night? Unlikely. Again, this is just me speculating. This is just me wanting what's best for business. And currently what's best for business is for Rollins to lose, McIntyre to win, and Cody to not finish his story just yet. Just yet. But he will. He absolutely will. And again, one last thing. If Cody Rhodes finishes his story at WrestleMania 40, what now? What else? He finishes his story, he defends his title once, twice, 3 times, and then fans get bored of him because that's what fans, especially IWC, do. They get bored fairly quickly. So again, these are just my thoughts. Again, I'm just calling it out. I'm just calling the fact that WWE has not changed both world titles at WrestleMania, on the exact same WrestleMania, too many times. It hasn't happened. It's only happened twice in about 20 years. So don't get your hopes up. So with that said, what are your thoughts? Do you think WWE is actually going to switch in both? Do you think it's the best move forward? Do you think one title should switch hands and the other one should stay with the champion? If so, which champion retains? Which champion loses? Leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions in the comment section below. With that said, I'm Alexis Carrillo. This has been Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.